Hi, this is Attila16, and this is another episode of my campaign. In this case, I'm attacking Musashi, which is a well-defended fort, and actually the enemy has pretty much all the advantage you can imagine. They are defending, and they have a potentially larger army than mine, and they also have better troops. The only thing that I'm having as an edge right now is my general, but at the same time, if I capture this fort, I'll be probably winning the campaign, and if I lose, well, that will be a kind of setback for a while. So I guess we'll see what happens. And now I need to figure out how I want to approach this, and I guess I should probably also figure out why I will want to approach this at all. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably try to attack from that side. The reason for that is that there's a lot of space here, and when you have rifles, that's pretty good. I mean, I will be able to suppress the enemy. While here I have a couple of I have a lot of live infantry and a couple of line infantry. And I also have a lot of katana kashi, which I want to preserve. So that means I'll use my live infantry as meat shield. And let's do this. That will be most interesting. Now the good news is that the enemy doesn't have anything facing me right now, which might save a few of my men. They were expecting me from there. And so I'm totally outmaneuvering them right now, which is really nice. So I'll send the bowman, my cavalry bowman, closer, general closer as well. But it's clear that the enemy will likely reposition himself very quickly. And they have a pretty good garrison. They have many regular troops, a lot of cavalry. And they have towers, which might inflict a few damage to my troops. So what I'll do first is I will send my troops, my live infantry, to the wall in order to rise with as many troops as possible right away. And as you can see, it's not the number of levy that I'm missing. I have a lot of them. And I'll send my infantry there with my katana kashi here as well. My cavalry will remain a little in the back in order to provide covering fire. And my general will go where he won't get fired at, meaning here. Now the enemy cavalry has managed to reposition itself, but it's quite disorganized at the moment. So that's really good, because that means if I'm charging all over the place, they won't be totally organized. At the same time, the fact that there's no really has a negative impact on my troops, because they get tired. And that's something I don't necessarily want. Now the enemy cavalry are charging me, which is fine. At the same time, there's a unit of matchlock kashi which are shooting my troops here. Oh, I'm climbing from that wall as well. Now with my bow cavalry, I'll try to prioritize shooting the enemy cavalry, because these are really what is dangerous right now. And I guess I should probably send a few katana kashi, or I don't know. No, I think that my troops should be fine here. Thing is that my general is so good that he transforms live infantry into something good. So I trust him. Alright, let's redeploy here. Also, I have plenty of troops which are providing covering fire. Guess I'll send my infantry now in order to keep the pressure. Okay, a few enemy cavalry seem to be routed. And that will allow me to capture the door, and from there I'll send my Katana Kashi inside. And while my Levi infantry are currently keeping everybody busy, my Katana Kashi are recovering from their run in the snow. Okay, there we go, we can now enter. And also I have my general, which is not far. I'll bring him closer here. And how about capturing this? I'll go capture the tower. And now I'll deploy my troops into a line. And with my Katana Kashi, I will storm that wall here in order to neutralize the Matchlock Kashi. And with the others, I'll try to rout whatever infantry is remaining here.
The enemy have claimed the tower, sir.
Did they? Alright, so here there's a unit which are facing to the outside. That's a good thing for me, because that means I can shoot them in the back and they won't return fire. Okay, what about here? I'm shooting the Yarikashi here and charging them with Katana Kashi in the back. That should give them something to think about. The enemy here are reacting to me. So now I'll bring my cavalry inside. There's a couple of units here which are not doing anything useful. I'll bring them in as well. And here I'll send my Katana Kashi inside. While here I no longer have any enemies shooting my troops. That's a good news. I'll send more Katana Kashi to climb the wall. We'll try to capture that gate. And here my Katana Kashi are ensuring the defeat of the enemy. At the same time, they don't seem... oh well. Okay, now let's climb the second wall with my troops. Oh, I even have totally forgot about these. My Katana Kashi are currently fighting the enemy inside the second layer. And I'll send these over there. I guess I can bring my general closer now. The area is safe, so it's time to advance there. Now let's push forward. Now I'm charging the remaining troops here, hoping to chase them away. At the same time, I won't push too hard right now, because I want the enemy to come back and I want to shoot them from afar, which make me think that I need to bring my line infantry. And what are these? Okay, Katana Kashi. Now let's engage these enemies in melee. There's still a couple of enemy cavalry. Guess I should probably charge them here. And I will redeploy my cavalry inside the fort here. It will provide a very welcome enemy, fire on the enemy. And I'll bring my general as well. It seems that the enemy are nearly more tired than my troops. Now I'll engage these guys. What are these? Couple of Levi garrison infantry. I'll redeploy these guys here so that they will provide fire on all these enemy over there. I guess I will focus the attention of my melee troops on those fleeing enemies. And I'll redeploy my cavalry over there. Now, who else is Buzzy? Or not Buzzy? Guess I'll bring my line infantry here. And I'll wait for my Katanakashi to regroup properly. And I'll climb the wall there in order to block the retreat to the enemy. So there's quite a lot of enemies which are getting slaughtered here. Okay. Now I guess I have a couple of live infantry which I could probably make climb this wall here in order for my cavalry to enter the last layer. Now let's engage these enemy from the rear. Enemy cavalry seem a little surprised to see my troops. Although it's clear that the enemy cavalry has a good chance of arming my troops. Okay, I'll use one of my unit to climb the wall. Here as well. Now it seems that one of my unit is out of ammo. So I'll disembark my troops and I'll make them climb the wall. And I'll bring my general closer so that he will provide moral assistance to my troops. At the same time, my line infantry and levy infantry seem to be suppressing the enemy which are over there. And they are getting slaughtered. So let's see, my Katana Keshi should engage the enemy here. This is quite a bloodbath. Literally. Okay, we're deploying these men into a better formation. I guess I'll send my levy there. And now I'll deploy my men here.
You have triumphed over the enemy.
Yeah, look like it. Same time, now I need to capture this flag here. And that will allow me to bring my cavalry inside. Same time, there seems to be an enemy general here. Or whatever that is. No, that's not a general. So I'll capture that. With that line of levy infantry, I'm currently holding against a potential counterattack. At the same time, I really don't see any counterattack coming. And what else? I guess my troops are shooting on my own troops. Not sure if that's a good thing. I guess I'll tell them to engage in melee. That will resolve that problem without inflicting me too much loss. Okay, there's a counterattack here.
General, look, their allies run.
And that means that I need to counter this counterattack. And now let's see what I'm missing. Is there any more counterattack? Okay, I guess I should probably stop shooting on these guys. Because this is quite a waste of ammo. So I'll send my infantry inside. Cavalry as well. And with these troops here, I'll deploy them at the other gate so that the enemy won't have the occasion of sending any more reinforcements. Now these are pretty good troops. The enemy has been rallied. So I guess I'll shoot him. And let's see. So deploying my generals so they can fire on those reinforcements. At the same time, I guess my cavalry can potentially... I really need to capture that gate. And on that side, the enemy are really outlasting their welcome. So I'll engage more troops. The thing is that these are Yari Kashi, so they are pretty good troops. At the same time, I have very good Katana Kashi, which are even better. So they should be able to take care of these enemies easily. And I guess now my cavalry can engage this. That should wipe out that unit pretty easily and fast. Yeah, they are really putting up a good fight. Is that it? Perhaps only one or two remaining. There we go. There's no more enemy there. And here he's about to get killed. He's somewhere there. There's just one more remaining. Ah, there we go. He's dead. So I guess I'll capture the place. I'll send my units there. And there we go. Costly victory. It was a nearly impossible battle, but I won. So I hope you enjoyed this. And now let's get back to the campaign to see what's the impact of this. So it was a Pyrrhic victory. I killed 2000 less 800. And the important part is that it gives me the province of Musashi. Alright, so the mission given to me by the Emperor of capturing that province is successful. I liberated Heido. And now I get a reward for that, and the campaign is won. So I guess it is over for this campaign, and keep your eyes open for whatever I do next. I'm sure you will like it.